Australian Open Semifinals predictions. Aryna Sabalenka vs Elina Svitolina. The superstar results of Aryna Sabalenka collide with veteran star Elina Svitolina in the semifinals of the 2026 Australian Open in Melbourne. Which player will have the guile to advance to the women's singles final? Aryna Sabalenka vs Elina Svitolina. Zayn. In a matchup between the best player in the world in Aryna Sabalenka and the most informed player in the world in Elina Svitolina, a place in the final of the first major of the year is on the line. Svitolina enters this matchup having absolutely destroyed Coco Gauff in the last round, along with a win over Mira Andreeva along the way, ensuring that her confidence is at an all-time high. For Sabalenka, this is becoming routine, as she has now made 8 consecutive hardcourt major semifinals, a streak dating back to 2022. She comes into the match on the back of defeating a couple of up-and-coming talents on the WTA Tour in Victoria Mboko and Iva Jovic. Ultimately, this is a matchup that Sabalenka really likes and one in which she has had most of the success. A key reason is that she can effectively counterbash the clean striking of Svitolina, returning the ball with even more pace. Her advantage in the serve and return dynamic also gives her an edge, and when one player is both the better server and the stronger baseliner in a matchup, it is very difficult to see a different outcome, no matter how good the form of the other player may be. Prediction: Sabalenka in 2. Jordan. Svitolina has an incredible record against Russian and Belarusian players, but the world number 1 is the sole exception, winning their last 4 meetings. The Ukrainian's outstanding level, including destroying Coco Gauff in the quarterfinal, means her chances should not be ruled out. Right now, Sabalenka is the only player I would back to beat her. Svitolina's excellent form is not enough for me to back her against the woman who has reached every Grand Slam hard court final since the 2023 Australian Open. Prediction: Sabalenka in 3. Nurian. One streak will have to give here as both Sabalenka and Svitolina own a 10-0 record this season. Each won a warm-up tournament prior to the Australian Open. Sabalenka has undoubtedly been the player to beat not just in Melbourne but everywhere else she competes. She's been consistent in the past 2 to 3 years and has not lost a set in the tournament this fortnight. Svitolina brings excellent numbers too and is coming off a truly astonishing straight sets demolition of Coco Gauff in the quarterfinal. On balance, Sabalenka has the power edge here, Grand Slam winning pedigree at this stage of the tournament and a dominant head-to-head advantage that is hard to ignore. Prediction: Sabalenka in 2. Udit. Aryna Sabalenka vs Elina Svitolina. The 4th time is the charm for Elina Svitolina, who is in her first Australian Open semifinal. It has taken some of the best tennis of her career to reach this stage, defeating 2 back-to-back top 10 players. She outplayed Coco Gauff in every department in the quarterfinals. She will be full of confidence to take on the world number 1. Aryna Sabalenka also played her best match of the tournament, defeating Iva Jovic in straight sets. Sabalenka has the advantage in the head-to-head, but Svitolina has never arrived in this form in this matchup. I am expecting a close battle between 2 great fighters, but Sabalenka's serve and extra power give her the edge. Prediction: Sabalenka in 3. Main photo credit: Aaron Dostra. Main images. Australian Open Semifinals prediction: Aryna Sabalenka vs Elina Svitolina ***. The sun sets over Melbourne Park, but on Rod Laver Arena, the lights blaze as 2 contrasting titans of tennis prepare to meet. In one corner stands the dominant force of the women's tour, world number 1 Aryna Sabalenka, a warrior of power, precision, and unshakable will. In the other stands Elina Svitolina, the crafty veteran, a player reborn, resilient, and riding one of the most remarkable runs of her career. This isn't just a semifinal, it's a story written in contrasts: power versus precision, dominance versus resurgence, experience versus resurgence. Let's step into this clash of wills and explore how this epic could unfold. Chapter 1. The Road Here. 2 Journeys, 1 Stage. Sabalenka, the relentless force. Aryna Sabalenka has been a force of nature at the 2026 Australian Open. She bulldozed through her quarterfinal against Iva Jovic with a ruthless 6-3, 6-0 victory, barely tasting the threat of defeat. Her serve, a cannon that explodes with speed, and her ground strokes, deep and unrelenting, have left opponents scrambling. Sabalenka isn't just playing matches, she's stamping her authority. She has not dropped a set through the draw, a testament to her consistency, fitness, and mental clarity. Already a two-time Australian Open champion, she's now eyeing a third title in 4 years, a feat that would tie her with some of the greatest names in tennis history. Svitolina, the resurgent strategist. Elina Svitolina's journey to this stage feels poetic. Once a regular in the upper echelons of the game, she stepped away from tennis for maternity leave and took a mental health break, and emerged not just refreshed, but unstoppable. At this Australian Open, she dismantled Coco Gauff in a breathtaking 6-1, 6-2 quarterfinal, showing a blend of tactical mastery and calm confidence seldom seen in the modern women's game. This is her first semi-final at the Australian Open, and it's not by fluke. Svitolina has won every match she's played this season, showcasing incredible court sense and tactical adaptability. She's mixing spins, angles, and depth in ways that frustrate even the fiercest power hitters. Chapter 2: Clash of Champions. Play styles at war. Sabalenka's strengths. Power, her serves and ground strokes carry pace few can handle. Aggression, Sabalenka consistently dictates rallies with force. Experience on big stages and in finals. This combination makes her the favorite, as odds from major bookmakers suggest, to control points and keep Svitolina off balance. Svitolina's arsenal. Tactical variety, a master of shot placement and disguise. Defense turning to offense, she can absorb pace and redirect pressure. Mental resilience, Svitolina thrives in long rallies and strategic battles. If this match becomes a chess match of angles and court coverage, Svitolina could turn the semifinal on its head. Chapter 3: History and Numbers. What the stats say. Sabalenka holds a dominant head-to-head record against Svitolina, winning 5 of their 6 meetings. Odds markets place Sabalenka as the clear favorite, though Svitolina's recent form has tightened the picture slightly. Both players enter this clash undefeated in 2026, each boasting a 10-match winning streak. Numbers tell us that Sabalenka's consistency and hard-court slam experience give her the edge, but tennis isn't played on paper. It's played in the pressure points, the mid-match momentum swings, and the moments when guts meet grace. Chapter 4: The Narrative of Emotional Intensity. There's another layer to this match beyond tactics and stats. Svitolina's journey has been deeply emotional, not just competitive. She has openly played with the weight of her personal story and national pride, which has drawn both admiration and controversy. Meanwhile, Sabalenka has spoken about keeping sport apolitical, choosing focus and fulfillment in her craft over conflict. This dynamic sets the stage for a confrontation that's about more than ranking points.